It's just different.
Yeah, old head on go again. Ha, ha. Get him up. Y'all know what it is. Yo, I'm about the biz, you know what I mean? Female can't just run up to her brother, man, you know what I mean? And think that it's all sweet like that. It ain't that easy and shit. I'm a grown ass man, you know what I mean?
What's good? What's
Shit.
good? Peace and blessings. Much love. We want to get right to it. Thank you.
Yo, what you know about a motherfucking pop-pop? Overheard a young girl tell her homegirl, old head hot. Then she stepped to the garden. I stiff armed the
favor and share the page. Share the page. Press like on the page. Thank you again for tuning in. We appreciate you guys tuning in yesterday. You know, I got the young lady, Miss D, back here again. And let's give her a round of applause, show some love. If you're able to hear me right now, please put a 1 in the chat. If you're able to hear me, please say something, Miss D, so if they're able to hear you, they can put a 1 in the chat as well. Say something, please.
Welcome to D.A.P.
All right, D.A.P. She on it, ain't she? That's what I'm talking about. David Adams Podcast. Please share the page. Tell someone else about it. Share it. Like it. And if you want to go to YouTube, you can also go to YouTube because we're on YouTube right now as we speak as well. It's under D.A.P. David Adams Podcast. And you can see the live from there as well. Please go on David Adams Podcast and press subscribe, like the page, hit the little bell so we can get the algorithm going. Thank you so much. That's all I ask. It's not too much I'm asking for from you. Today we got a great topic, very different topic. So those who are chiming in, let me know you're here with the 1 in the chat. Thank you, Jerome, for being the first one to put the 1 in the chat. I really appreciate that, brother, and I hope everything is going good with you and your family. Much love to you, much respect. Thank you for always chiming in. Please share the page. Please share the page. And I'm going to give you about 60 seconds to share the page. Thank you.
young lady. Don't even fuck with a nigga if he ain't after that paper. But if he getting that paper, you better believe you better be bringing something to the table, cause your looks won't be good enough. If he man, he gonna do what his nature do. But if you know your value, you know he a good man, you know he coming back home to you. I told a young nigga that if you can't lead a woman, then you don't need a woman. Then I told another dumb nigga, if you gotta beat the woman, you need to lead the woman. Now look, you're running cause the brothers are coming, and that's how the shit gets started. Cause you're doing shit real retarded.
1 2 1 2. All right. Thank you for doing that. Much love. Okay, now, before we get started, as usual, Ms. D, I'm glad you came up again. I appreciate you coming up. These topics that we're going to be dealing with is going to be something unusual, something different, something that we never did. And as you've seen prior inside some of the comments or the my Facebook marketing, and we said sex talk. So today we're dealing with sex talk. All right. So before we get started with the sex talk, once again, I need you to share the page. And I don't see no one shared the page yet. Jerome, I don't even know if you shared the page yet, but I need you to share the page, my brother. I need you to like the page. How you feel, D, first of all? How you feel? Feeling blessed. Sister says she's feeling blessed. That's what's up. No doubt, no doubt. It's a blessing to know that you're blessed, right? It's a blessing to know that you're blessed. Yes. Real talk. So share the page, please. Like the page. Okay. Put a thumb up if you shared the page. Jerome, put a thumb up if you shared. Thank you, because I can't move unless we get something going. Damon Hall, my brother, what's good with you, brother? How you? Peace and blessings, man. Thank you for chiming in, and I hope to see you guys the 13th. July 13th, we rocking at the Overtime. We are having a nice little comedy show there, and I would like for you guys to come support that. I have $20 tickets on hand. You can pay at the door as well. Same price, $20. We're going to have a comedy show. We're doing karaoke. We may have something special down there too. I'm not going to give it away right now. But definitely come through on July 13th to support that, okay? All right. Jerome, I don't know if you shared yet, brother. Dame, do me a favor, share the page, brother. Thank you. I see 2 shares. Thank you so much. Now we can get started. That's all we needed. All right. First, I want to give the plug again to the Supreme Sunshine Shea Butter. Sponsored by the Supreme Sunshine Shea Butter. Get yours now. So, Miss D, we are going to discuss the topic of sex. I know some people think that we're going to get juicy. We may get juicy. We don't know. Depends on how it get there. You know what I mean? But the first topic we're going to discuss is why should parents talk to their teens about sex? Why should they talk to their teens about sex? Is that an important topic that we need to talk to teens about sex? But why? Go ahead.
Very. About sex, followed by any other name but sex. Is
Right.
sex.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Slide up to the mic just a
That's
little
what
bit.
they
There. Slide up to the mic just a little bit.
calling it
Mhm.
out there in society, or by it. So therefore, us important as parents also be clear our teens about that word, sex. So I believe as a parent that we're obligated to protect our children, our teens, and we need to talk to them about the consequence of it, and to talk to them about the how important it is.
Mm-hmm.
Try to be abstinent about it, really.
Okay.
Although after a certain age, we already craving for that.
Got you.
Our body, by nature.
Okay. Using my words, one of my words, by nature. Word.
We want to get indulged in
Right.
that act of sexual.
Right.
So we need to be honest with our children
Okay.
and speak to them about give them all the information
Right.
as much as we can about what really sex is about.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes we say things like, one day I'm going to talk to you about the birds and the bees. So is that baby language when we're, talking to a teenager? Should we use those words? Should we just come straight out and say, soon, okay, she might be 15, 16. Soon, I want to talk to you about something serious, and it's the birds, bees. Or should we say, I'm going to talk to you about sex?
We need to be clear with them and tell them we need to talk about sex.
Right,
We need to be as clear as possible as we can,
right,
because we think as parents that we are protecting our children by not telling them the correct word. But when we go out there, we hear it in the music, hear it in the movie, the act of it. We could see it out there in Hollywood. We could see it everywhere. And they're not calling it a bird. They're not calling it no.
true.
They're calling it by what it is, sex.
Right,
They are involving in the act. They are singing about it. They are just talking about it clearly.
right.
And as parents, we need to be clear with our children and prepare them for that.
Yeah. So what y'all think about that? That's a great explanation regarding keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
And don't talk baby language.
No baby language. They're not baby anymore.
So you said not birds and the bees. What was it again? Not
Peaches and cream or
what? Cucumbers.
cucumbers. What else?
Right.
Papaya, whatever they want to call it.
Right. Peaches.
The honey.
Yeah. Real talk. Keep it real.
Call it by what it is. Be
Right.
honest with them.
Right.
Yes.
So what would be the right time to talk to your children about sex?
I believe as soon as puberty hit, we need to. That's the. I think as a parent, and we need to immediately take advantage of that time and explain to our children, our teen. We need to tell them.
Right.
That's the time to take advantage and let them know, be able to describe to them what their body is going through. Because it is a change.
Right.
Psychologically, mentally, they go through things. And that's when our children come to us as parents and question us, what is going on with me? And I believe that that's the time we should be able to take advantage of them walking up to us and feeling that they feel secure to communicate with us and let them know the anatomy, what we really do of
Right.
our body.
Facts.
And what they're going to. I think that's the beginning of it. We cannot wait until they are 18, 17, 16, and they're already starting to indulge in that action. We need to start from the beginning. It's a step.
From the beginning.
And I believe that a lot of us parents are missing out from going through the step and explaining to our child what is that part of our body, the reproduction, the consequence, and everything that we're going through.
Right. So as a mother, how would you bring to a young lady the changes in her body that she's seeing as she's developing? How would you bring that to her as a mother? How would you say, I mean, she got these tatas, right? And they just change from melons to watermelons. How do you talk to her about the men that's going to be concentrating on that young girl tatas and the attention she's going to be getting from them tatas? How do you bring that to her? The young boys are going to be coming at her. The young boys, young men, and grown men coming at her because they see her develop and she's only 14, 13, 16. How do you explain? What do you tell them?
You're making 16, 17. That starts about 11, 12 years old.
Facts. Okay.
Yes. Some children starts from 10, 11, 12, young age. And that's we need to be very honest with them and talk to them. When they walk up to us and ask us for guidance, as a parents, we need to prepare ourselves, sit down and talk to our kids. We need to tell them, listen, this is part of God's creation. We go to these steps in life. Just like the way we go through in life, we go through it body-wise.
Facts.
So we need to sit down and explain to them, this is what's gonna happen now. Because you were created to be able to multiply. But there's time for everything. That means to make more babies, more children.
Right.
But for that's just the beginning of it. So you're saying, how do I explain that to an 11 or 12-year-old?
Hold up. I want to back up.
So.
I want to back up. I don't want to get off course. And I hear what you're saying. How do you explain to that young girl when she walking out the house, she going to school, she 13, 14 years old, and them melons sticking out there with the goddamn peanuts on top of them, and knowing that young boys are extra sexual as young boys can be in high school.
We're talking about high school. What age are you talking about?
We're talking about teens.
Okay.
Right? Teens.
Okay.
Aren't people, young boys and girls in high school, teens?
Yes.
All right. So we talking about that. I don't want to get off the subject. I know where you were going,
Yes.
but I'm trying to bring you back.
Okay, bring me back. Then make it spicy.
How do you talk to the young lady and explain to her when those oranges turns into watermelons? And knowing that she's going to get, I gotta keep it.
You talking about watermelons? No, Supreme, you making it too funny, okay?
I have to.
All right,
but I'm
so
trying to keep it real.
When a teenager,
Hold on. Let me get it. Let me get it out. Let me get it out now.
that's a lot of fruits.
How do you tell? How do you explain to her? Listen, the attention that she's going to get. But let me break it down like this: you, as a young lady, as a woman, you remember when you were young coming up.
Yes.
What effect did it have on you? Because you must have experienced it.
Yes.
What was your
also.
experience as a young lady coming up in high school
Yes.
with being developed overly or more than the average young 13, 14, 15-year-old?
Yes, it was hard. I'm gonna tell you honestly, it was very hard because
Go there. Go there. Go where. I know. I saw you how your eyes flooded. Your eyes flooded. You went back. You went back. You went back. You went back when you was 14, 15 years old. You went back. I want you to be honest and be real, because I seen it in your face.
it was hard.
Why was it so hard?
It was hard because a lot of the teenage, like you said, a lot of the young boys were not trained to also respect us because of what we're going through as ladies.
Right.
Okay, as a teenager. But it wasn't hard because my mother, always taught me value
Right.
and taught me how to be able to defend myself if somebody come.
But
and
was
disrespect me.
All right, but my point is, before mom, mom taught you all that, but I'm talking about the effect on you. When you went to school, right? And them young boys outside see you coming and, look at this, look at D, look at D. Look at D. Yeah. As a little boy, as a young man, I'm gonna keep it honest. I remember us as young boys running up to girls, and it was like a game. You hit on the butt first, and y'all, let's run.
What?
Hit on the butt, and we out.
Well,
And it was like a game, even because we liked her. That was a game to us in the hood. You know what I mean? So how did it make you feel when the guys constantly come at you like that on the regular?
I mean, it was like I said, we feel disrespected as young ladies.
Right.
But maybe other young ladies might think about it as, wow, I'm developing, I'm looking good, I'm attracting
I'm the
somebody.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
But from my point of view and my experience, I didn't have to go through that because my parent taught me value. And let's go back. I know you want to spice it up, but I want to talk to you the way I was brought up.
Gotcha.
I didn't have to go through that because I was prepared
Gotcha.
for that action from another young boy. My mother taught me about respecting myself, and if somebody disrespecting me, I need to go ahead and report them.
Okay, now were you the type of young lady in school that you felt you were like, in a shell?
Yes, I was.
Was you in a shell? Okay.
Yes, I was.
All right, and because you was in a shell, did you feel like they picked on you in certain ways?
They did. They picked on me a lot.
Okay.
I had young boy doing the same thing you're describing right now.
Right.
Who
Okay.
ran down the hallway in high school, grab on my butt, try to grab on my little TTs.
Right. Okay.
They did try to do all that stuff. And I did exactly what my mother said. I would report them. And
Right.
maybe some of them got suspended and
Okay.
punished.
Okay.
But I did what I was supposed to do but it could bring a lot of effect to a lot of young ladies.
Got you.
Emotionally, or maybe in a way where they feel disrespected. And that is the reason why, as parents, We need to prepare them because it is gonna come.
It's gonna come.
It's gonna come.
Ain't no way.
It's gonna come.
It's definitely gonna come. Can't avoid it.
Yes, we cannot abort. And so therefore we have to think about it like we prepare them so they won't have to go through that trials and tribulation, that attack.
Or feeling lonely and feeling,
Yes.
isolated or feeling different.
Yes.
Feeling abnormal.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Feeling attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
So can you give me a scenario when you were in high school where you kind of stood up for yourself when that type of situation have happened to you?
Yes.
Give me the scenario of what happened.
It's like you say, young boy who didn't know how they don't know how to respect
Give
another
me
young
the
lady.
scenario
Another.
of what happened.
I was standing in a hallway by my locker, and these young boys, it was two of them, two friends, I believe. They came and tried to grab on me. They really did. They did it once and they did it twice, and I had to go ahead and report them to the principal because of what had happened. And that's the reason why I said that it is like a they keep badging you because of your body change.
Right. Did you have friends, female friends that looked out for you and tried to help you?
I grew up without friends. I was just a person that it was like my mother, myself, and my family.
Right.
That's how it was. School was to go and learn. That's how it was. You go to school, you learn.
Gotcha.
It wasn't about go to school and think about sexual act, think about, it was all book.
Right.
So that's the reason why we need to prepare our kids. I'm
Right.
telling you,
Yeah,
Supreme,
I agree.
it is something that it is important for us to prepare our children because it's going to happen from the beginning. It's not only high school.
Of course.
Since grammar school.
Come on, grammar school. Woo!
Yes. Grammar school.
Yeah, I was in grammar school when I smacked that girl. But
There you go.
yeah. Yeah, I just want to, keep it honest.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to go through that because my parents prepared me.
Right.
I didn't have to do no act. I didn't have to allow nobody to disrespect my body
Right.
because I was developing.
Okay. So what do you say to the young girl that's going to be possibly developed? What do you say to her when something like that could happen before it happened?
Yes.
What do you say?
Report them.
Report them.
Don't stay quiet.
That's it.
And he's not only a classmate.
Don't bust them in the head.
Don't bust them in the head. Don't
sm-
try to smack them. Because usually when you make a negative act, most of the time you pay for it. If that person get hurt, you suffer the consequence over something that you're not even guilty of.
Okay, I can see that.
Yes. So you don't need to go ahead and fight and they have the office. Walk down there.
So what do you tell the young boys that's highly sexual at a young age? That's highly, 'cause believe it or not, I mean, let's be honest, y'all. As young men, we are very, very sexual, even at a young age, way beyond young women. All right. What do you tell the young brothers?
Take it easy.
Take
it easy.
Okay, no doubt. Okay. Take it
Slow down.
easy. Okay.
Slow down. I mean,
Right.
That's just the beginning of life, okay?
Right.
It's the beginning of your youthness.
Respect that young lady.
Yeah, definitely.
Respect
You're
that
gonna
young
have a
lady's
sister.
body.
You have a sister. You have, so therefore, they should have more respect for the young
Gotcha.
lady. Yes. And that's what as parents, you should give your opinion too.
That's right.
What do
Well,
you tell a young man?
Don't do that. Don't be running around smacking them
Yes.
girls' butt. Because it ain't right. It's just disrespectful.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
If
I
you
agree.
like her,
Yes.
nobody ever told me don't smack the look. I mean, that was something we just did. It
Yes.
wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Because they weren't taught.
We wasn't taught.
They didn't go through the
Nobody
process.
told me that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? If we sat down with them way in advance, listen,
Yes.
you're gonna come across some young ladies in class that
Yes.
look good.
Yes.
Don't go around smacking them butt.
That was good. I like
You know
that.
what I mean?
More parents need to do
Yeah.
that.
Facts.
Just like the way our mother are teaching us as lady,
Right.
and we go through more because really Boys, you can't notice nothing.
Right.
But girls, we change in a
Right in front of your face. The next day. Like,
it's hard to hide it, Supreme.
come out the room like,
It's hard to hide it. Yes. you're
Keisha,
what-
that you?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
So we need to teach them self-control.
Self-control. Right.
Yes, and teach
Exactly.
them to respect a young lady.
Right.
You have a sister, you have a mother, you have to have respect.
Right.
And that's where that family value come, which is part of it.
Yeah, I think that is a good thing to sit down at the table
Yes.
while you're eating and with the family and basically have those conversations.
Yes.
Those conversations, I think, are very important at the table
Yes.
because that's when you'll be able to get all of the information from the children
Yes.
at the table. You know what I mean? How was your day, Sharon? How was your day today? It was good. Did anybody bother you? Did anybody touch your tatas?
And my parents used to do that
Really?
every day.
Wow. Nice.
Yes.
That's very important.
Every day coming from school.
Right.
How was your day?
Yep.
Did you have any discomfort?
No doubt.
Did anything happen to you? And I didn't have to walk by myself to the principal. My parents went with me.
So when that situation happened with the boy in your time, he got suspended, you said, or he got in trouble.
Yes.
What happened? Did somebody help you with that situation, as far as helping you? Don't touch her. You know what I mean?
Yes, somebody told me, don't allow them to do that.
Really?
Which I knew that I don't have to allow them to do nothing to
Right,
me. I knew
right.
that because my parents.
But you were
already,
shy. You were shy.
I
though.
was shy and a little
To
bit
the shy
scared,
ladies,
yes.
shy young ladies.
But I took it to my mother. I took it to my parents, and they took the action of going down to the school and talking to the principal. And my parents said, we don't want you to suspend them. We don't want you to do take them out of class. We want you to explain to them
Right.
and let them
That's
know
important.
why
Right. Okay.
not to do that action.
So the one that came to you and helped you, that was a friend, a female friend? Or-
It was just a random classmates, and
Yeah?
yes, because
what's
I
up.
wasn't like a person who was in group friends or nothing like
Right.
that.
Gotcha.
Yes,
So
most
you-
of my friendship was church kids.
So
yeah.
you wasn't in cliques. You wasn't with the cliques.
No, I wasn't at all.
Okay. So you was
Not at
a loner.
all.
You was a loner. You was coming to school, church, home.
Church, home, school, yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so now, why sex education you think should be taught in schools? And for you guys listening,
Yes.
do you think sex education should be taught in school? Not just the basic sex education as far as this is the vagina, this is the penis. and,
Yes.
really taught the consequences and all that stuff.
Yes.
You think it should be taught in school?
I believe that it should be a conversation between a parent and a child. But I sit down and I looked at the different outcome of it, because some children and teens don't have that parental guidance.
I agree.
And I still feel that they need someone to guide them in their life, to teach them about that important fact, important information that comes with that word sex. Because if they don't teach it to them at home, somebody's gonna have to do it.
Right.
And if it have to be in that school,
Makes sense.
then it's welcome.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's a good point, because there are people that's growing up without dad and mom.
Yes.
There are people who are growing up with mom and dad on drugs, heavy,
Yes.
never around the house.
Never around. Yes.
There are people growing up in foster homes
Yes.
where they don't really get the proper attention and the proper, hands-on with those kids. It's a money thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's a money thing. So they get to learn the sex situation outside of home.
Outside. No guidance at all.
No guidance
yes.
at all. So-
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree with you. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
So what are the consequences
Whoa.
of early sexual activity? Before we go there, let me see what some of the people are saying. Okay. Damon said, I already did. Thank you for sharing, brother. If you did share, thank you. He said, "I love the setup. Appreciate you, brother. Much love, respect." Yes, straight out. I don't know what Rashonda is saying. Yes, straight out. Or maybe she's talking about saying straight out.
Yes, clear.
Talk about the situation. Be straight up
Yes.
and honest. Okay, I respect that.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. No doubt. No doubt. Thank you. So the next question is basically, what are the consequences of early sexual activity? 'Cause there is definitely consequences, and I
Yes.
think in school, if they did teach that, I think the consequences more than anything need to be taught. You know what I mean? It
Yes.
shouldn't be a thing where they just learn the bees, the
Yes.
birds, and the bees,
Yes.
and how this does and this
Yes.
go and where that go,
Yes.
and baby
Yes.
should be shown blisters.
Yes.
They should be shown the STDs and how
Yes.
they look.
All of it.
They should be shown babies.
AIDS.
They should be
Early
showing
pregnancy.
They should be showing all of that. They should be showing this is what happens when you
Yes.
don't want the child, which is
Yes.
abortion.
Yes.
They should show them, oh, I don't want that to happen, so I'm not. You know
We
what I
should
mean?
bring psychological
Facts.
a lot of
Early.
yes, a lot of early, yes.
Yeah. So those are the consequences.
Yes.
So give me some more of the consequences you feel
It's
that.
a very harsh consequence that is not only body wise, like we said, it could be mentally. You could get a lot of mentally you could be damaged.
Damage mentally.
Yeah, mentally,
Emotionally.
even physically, because you're damaging your body when you go through that abortion and stuff. You are doing a lot of damage to your body too.
Right.
When you do that, because
I
then
agree.
a lot of women say, "Well, I did abortion when I was young." So now, when they're ready to have kids, they're having problem to have kids.
Facts.
It's a lot of
Good
it's a
point.
lot of things that goes with it. We got diseases,
Right.
AIDS. We have a lot of things that even getting connected to someone in an emotional way, it happens too. You could end up in jail just sleeping with somebody. You sleep with someone, they might get connected to you in a deeper way. What's gonna happen? Animosity, fight, falling in love, and you're not in love because all you want was just that
Facts.
part, that sexual part. And what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up in jail. You're gonna start fighting with each other. We see it going every day.
Every day.
There's a lot
All
of things
over the
that
world.
happen to it.
Yeah.
We got children growing up without a parents. Single parenting, single mama.
By you saying that, it makes me think about one of the consequences I remember hearing when I was working on the boulevard a few years ago. Young lady, and it happens a lot in a lot of different places, a lot of different cities. Young lady got pregnant, and she was afraid, I guess, and didn't want nobody to know that she was pregnant.
Yes.
And she had the baby, but then brought the baby to some store and was ready to just drop the baby off and just bounce right after she gave birth to the baby.
I seen that happen too, and that's the reason why I mentioned it. The baby was found in the garbage. They heard a noise from a garbage can. 3 children playing around the building. They heard wham, wham, wham. And guess what happened? Cops were called. It was a baby. He still got his umbilical cord and everything.
Wow.
The mama ended up in jail. She wasn't prepared for it. It's just for life. It's just a hard things that a lot of consequences, serious consequences that could happen from getting involved sexually with someone. And that's the reason why we need to prepare our children since they're young. And why did I came out with that? Why did I told you need, because you mentioned that yesterday, and I told you spoke about sexual act and everything. So I said, you know what? I think you need to go deep into that, and I'm gonna go through it as in my life experience, because I was brought up what I told you. My parents walked me to high school, picked me up, and what I was protected.
Wow. Okay.
I was protected.
Wow. Okay.
And when I was 20, that's when everything went off.
So you basically, at 20, you started indulging
Yes.
in that. And what made you want to indulge at 20? What was I guess you was sheltered, I should say.
Yes, I was
And-
well protected.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So
Yes.
what was it that made you want to indulge now at 20, because I want you to give the younger generation the idea of why some people are pressured into having sex, even though you did it at a later date.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Yes.
But sometimes they are pressured at 12.
Yes, they are
13,
pressured. And
14.
I want to go to the point where I'm going to answer your question. I want to tell you why it happens to me at 20. And I was well protected, like I said. But protecting your child and not being clear with them and letting them know what that word sex is also a harsh consequence. Because a lot of parents are thinking, I'm not even going to talk about it. Because if I talk about it, it's going to open the door for them to go ahead
And do it.
They wrong. Okay? Because I was well overprotected.
You was protected, but you wasn't told what it was. It wasn't.
They
broke
weren't
down to
clear
you.
with me.
They wasn't telling you nothing.
They weren't clear with me.
Just
All
don't-
I
just
heard
don't
was
do it.
like, don't do it, because if you do it, you end up in hell. In a burning fire.
Right.
But then as a young lady, I'm thinking, hold on, how I'm gonna burning fire when
You did it.
You get involved in it,
Right.
and you're creating a beautiful baby. You got involved in it, and all I hear was like Gigi Gaga.
Right.
Happiness. You got the wine, you got everything.
Right.
You got vacation.
Gotcha.
You relax afterward.
Right.
But you weren't clear with me. So we need to go clear with our children and letting them
break
know.
that thing down.
Because what being too overprotective and not being open about it could also bring a harsh consequence.
It could be damaging.
Because when I went out there, I didn't know nothing about it.
So basically, because you was sheltered, you wanted to get out there because, hold up, why they keep telling me something wrong with it? I want to find out. Right. Okay.
Hold on.
Right.
You're looking too happy and I'm sad. Let me go find out.
Right. No doubt. Got you.
So you got to be open and let them know.
Right.
It is good. Satisfaction. I mean, it's a lot of things that comes out of it. But there's also negative things.
Right. That wasn't explained.
Be open and let them know what it is.
Right. Makes sense.
Yes.
Makes sense.
So it's not all bad. There's good things that comes out of it. But make sure you are prepared for it. Because consequence comes from doing that action. We got to tell our kids.
No doubt.
We have to. It's
No
very
doubt.
important.
Very important. I totally
Yes.
agree. So we're going to recap. Lloyd said, can we recap on some of the questions that we had? Brother Lloyd, we talked about why should parents talk to their teens about sex? Okay. We also discussed the question, which was, when is the right time? Did we really say when is the right time? I think we got so
We
deep
already
into
said about puberty time.
About puberty time.
Yes, when they start developing.
But see, this puberty time is like what? If some people get hair under their arms at 9.
11, 12.
Okay.
And when that questioning time starts, that's when your children want to come up to you and ask you, Mom, what is that?
Right.
Mom, what is this?
Right.
Or Dad, hold
Right.
on, something is happening to me in the middle of the night.
Yeah, right.
Well, take advantage of that connection. They coming to you, like, rescue me. What is going on?
Like Johnny,
Sit down and explain to
like
them.
Kareem, where my damn lotion
Yes.
at? Where every time I buy lotion, the lotion is gone. What the hell is going on, Kareem? Kareem, why you got empty lotion bottles inside your room? And I just bought that 2 weeks ago. You gotta discuss
Definitely.
that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Real
And so
talk.
when that puberty time hit, be clear with your children. Take advantage of that trust that they putting in you. Like,
Right.
explain to me something is happening to me.
Got you.
Don't be like, oh no, it's just natural thing. Don't no. Sit down and explain it to them. That's the point right there.
Right. Makes
Be
sense.
open and explain to
open.
them. Yes.
Be open,
And
man.
as times go, it's a step by step.
The process.
Yes, it's a process.
Come on.
Then you keep opening and letting them know what it is about.
Right. Open it slowly.
Yes,
but surely.
slowly, yes.
So that was one of the second
Yes.
topics, Lloyd, which was when is the right time, and the third topic that we discussed was why sex education should be taught in school? Why should it be taught in school? Or why shouldn't it be taught in school?
Yes.
What's your take on that, bro?
Yes.
Yeah. So the next one, which was the last one we just finished discussing, was what are the consequences of early sexual activity?
Yes.
What are the consequences?
Yes.
And we talked about the consequences of AIDS. We talked about all types of diseases,
Yes.
you know. And if it should be taught in school, we did mention, you know, the consequences
Yes.
should be really taught more than anything, which is
Pregnancy, early pregnancy,
STDs.
STD, AIDS.
Show them pictures,
yes,
you know. Show them pictures
Yes,
of the big bumps and
Yes.
you know, booger looking situations. Yeah, show them what the hell that, you know what I mean?
Yes, definitely.
I think
so
that's
let's talk to it. I mean, we're talking from parents' perspective,
Right.
from a man and a woman perspective. Now, let's talk about it as a grown man and a woman perspective.
Right.
Because a lot of them, I know a lot of them gonna agree with us, Supreme.
What's that?
They weren't taught also.
Of course.
So it makes it hard for them to open themselves and teach their children.
Facts.
So that just continue going.
It's a cycle.
We have a lot of grown men that are still
Right.
don't have the knowledge, Supreme.
Exactly.
They still making babies, not thinking, you know what, they're gonna need me. I'm gonna need to explain to them.
Right.
I need to educate myself. Cause you could still educate yourself regardless.
Right.
If you planning to be a father or mother, you should educate yourself about sex. Cause
Right.
that's the beginning of everything. They say it's money, and it ain't no money.
Right.
It's about letting them know about their body,
Right.
the development of that body, and the consequence, everything that comes with it.
It's gonna feel good.
Yes.
But this is the cost.
We ain't
It's a
gonna lie.
price. It's a price to pay.
Yes.
Ask my man, what's his name? The daggone actor. What's his name? He got about how many kids? 13 kids. What's his name? He
we didn't forget his name.
the comedian. The play the drummer. What's his name? The drummer.
They're gonna tell you what it is.
Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. He got a whole bunch of kids. Wildin' out.
Wild out.
What's the guy
Yeah,
named
for
Wildin'
Wild
Out?
Out.
Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Ask Nick Cannon. Yeah.
There's a lot of them. So all they do is make babies, not knowing that really making babies, you better be trained to be able to prepare them.
Right.
Because the same thing you're doing, making babies in every corner, everywhere, laying with this one and that one, what's gonna happen? Children, that's the same thing.
What about God said replenish the earth, man? Like do what you do. God said do your thing.
Hey, as long as you're ready for it, I don't hate nobody. So
Right.
You want to have 20, 30 babies, go for it.
Right.
You could afford it. But the sad thing about it is that you're not even ready to teach them to move
Right.
on in the world.
Yeah.
That's the sad part about
That's
it.
the sad part
Because you
about
could have as many babies as you want
Right.
if you
Okay.
could handle it.
What's your take on it? Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any profound statements? You can please drop your comment inside the comment board.
Yes, we better not let our teen and our children think only we're gonna tell them the negative part about it, but make sure you also tell the
Right.
positive part about it and explain why wait
Right. Right.
and
Why
wait
wait?
and wait
Facts.
until you are ready and you take all those steps.
No doubt. All right, let's go to the comment board. Let's see what the good energy people talking about. I
Yes,
see
yes.
my man Ivan, my man Jacob. He says it should be taught in school because it's the first time of peer pressure on all levels.
I agree with him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she talked about that peer
Yes.
pressure. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We talked about that. Yeah, it definitely should be taught in school. Yeah.
Yes.
Because of the first time of peer pressure on
Yes.
all levels.
All levels, yes,
That's
yes,
deep. Yeah.
definitely, yes.
Daniel Lloyd said the music poisons the children. If you don't talk to them, they will think sex without the emotions.
Yes, definitely. We talk about that already too.
Great point, my brother.
Yes, we spoke
Great
about
point.
that too.
If you don't teach
It's out
them,
there. Yes.
the industry will.
The industry will. Yes, the world will. We spoke about that.
And
yes.
and they basically give them, like you said, give them all the sex without
Yes.
the moral, the emotions, and
The value,
the
yes,
values
everything, yes.
behind it. So they definitely going to make a lot of mistakes.
Yes.
And it's going to be costly.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of consequences.
A lot of consequence, definitely.
lot
Yes,
of
I agree with
consequences.
him. Yes.
Real talk. What's good with you, Yolanda? How are you? Much love and respect. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Thanks again, Jacob, for tuning in. Could you please, all of you, share the page? Thank you so much.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Real talk.
Yes, definitely.
So what else you got on the topic?
I would like to go back to the part where we said about being brought up in a Christian home.
Okay.
All right. To me,
Being protected, being shielded,
yes,
which is not a bad thing.
not at all.
But you
Not at all.
did mention that, you know, it just has to be, a lot of things have to be explained.
It needs to be explained.
Because
yes,
that
Supreme.
also, the shelter can be damaging
Yes,
as well, you said.
yes, Supreme.
Okay.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes,
Explain.
definitely.
Go ahead.
So that's the reason why I wanted to come out and also not only to talk to the parents in general, but also talk to our church members, Christians,
Oh,
or
the saints.
the saints.
Okay.
And let them know that it is a blessing to be protected by them. But I want them also to know that they need to be more clear and also about that word, sex, to our children. I know we're being taught in church that you're not supposed to get involved in sexual until you marry. You're not supposed to get involved into sexual act until the right person comes around you, because it's a sin,
Because it's the same.
because you end up in hell.
Okay.
And it's a lot of things that we are taught in the Christianity word or the saint. But let me just say that
Okay.
We
When the
are-
saints come
yes.
marching in.
I am
When
very
the
grateful
saints
and
come
thankful.
marching in. Oh, I just wanna be in
But
that
I-
number when them saints come marching in.
but I do believe
I'm sorry. I just had a moment. Go ahead.
But I do believe that we need to be more clear.
Right.
We are children also. Okay, because they might think that they're protecting us and they giving us in the shelf, but we're not under their wing 100%, Supreme. We step into this world. We go to school. We're listening to even if they're not playing the music at home, we hear the music outside. We hear it somewhere because we're not in the shelf all the time. So that's the reason, as a woman, I'm also telling them they need to also protect their children by telling them the real truth
Straight up.
about what sex is about.
Right.
Don't tell me wait until I'm married. You need to also prepare me
Come on.
since I'm young.
Right.
Since I'm a child, since I'm 18, when that puberty start,
Right.
go ahead and prepare me and let me know.
Let me know.
Because you also have that obligation to protect me by being honest and letting me know.
and train
Truthful.
me, yeah.
Be truthful and let me know what it is about. Because it's not a sin. By being open and telling your child what sex is about that beauty, that creation that God did.
Right.
He created something beautiful. So you need to tell me step by step. Also, it is your obligation.
It's some good and it's some bad.
Yes.
Overly indulged, being
Yes.
around with this one, this thing.
Yes.
It can be bad.
We need to be open with our children also.
Got you.
So it's the point of saying the whole world needs to be open with their kids and letting them know. All parents, be open with your children. Explain to them, like we said, what sex is about, the consequence that comes out of it, ups and down and everything. We gotta explain it to them. It's important.
It's a powerful thing.
Yes.
Sex is a powerful thing. Let me
It
go
is.
to the board before I say what I'm going to say. My man Jacob says, "I'm proud of you, brother. Your platform speaks volumes to fatherless and parental guides."
Yes.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Definitely.
I
We
really
need to
appreciate
open each
that.
other's
Thank you,
eyes.
Jacob.
Yes.
My man, appreciate you supporting me too, man.
Yes.
Please share the page with that support. You know, appreciate that.
Yes.
Great words, man.
We need to open our eyes,
No
you know,
doubt.
help each other and let us know their point of view. Because I know I'm not the only one. You're not the only one. I know a lot of people out there are looking at it and saying,
Yeah.
wow, I did went through that. I didn't go to the step. I didn't even know it was important.
You didn't go through them steps. You
No.
didn't get the proper steps,
Yes.
the right information, the
Yes.
right guidance.
Yes.
You didn't get that.
Yes.
Right. And you want to make sure that we
You didn't
try to
get
do
the
that.
proper protection, Supreme.
I didn't get it either. I smacked that little girl butt when I was in 38 school.
And you already know what that proper protection is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
by being
yeah.
open and honest and just let us know. Call it by what it is.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't get that.
It's a beautiful thing. You gotta
Yeah.
let them know. Don't scare them off. You're
That's
gonna go
right.
to hell.
That's right. You gotta
Because
teach
you
them as
already
much
know
as
you're
you
not
could.
gonna burn.
Right.
And ain't nothing gonna burn.
I set my boys down. One time, I set my boys down. God is my witness. I set them in front of the computer when they was 13, 14, in that age range. And I showed them pictures of all types of diseases. It still didn't stop them.
You know what they were thinking, Supreme? They was like,
Whatever.
they stupid.
Yeah, they dumb.
I'll be more protected.
Yeah. I ain't gonna get her. I ain't gonna get that one.
I ain't
where
getting that
she
one.
had something. I ain't gonna get that one. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it clearly.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
I'm
man.
gonna choose wisely, okay?
No,
I'm
no
looking
doubt.
for the pink one.
Yeah, real shit. All pink, no bumps. Pooh, Jesus. What Lloyd said. Lloyd said this. Lloyd said the reality is that girls are more promiscuous
Yeah.
than boys. When I was young, a girl kissed me first,
Ooh.
touched me first.
Ooh.
You would think it was a boy, but it's not. And brother Lloyd, you're 100% correct, bro. Ain't no lies there. Ain't no lies there. Although boys do be a little, mentally,
You just talk about yourself at 14 years old.
Hey, look, 14. I was a daddy on the way.
And you agree?
Hey, look, but look. It was look. At the end of the day, he's right.
He's right.
At the beginning of me, being young,
Yes.
there was a girl who was trying to train me.
Ooh.
Yeah, Lloyd, you're 100% correct, bro.
All right now.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Them nasty little girls. Y'all gotta tell them little girls, take it easy.
Really? You're gonna make me snack, yeah?
No doubt. Take it easy. You know what I mean? Calm down. Slow your roll. Nasty little.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. But real talk,
Yes.
Lloyd. That's a great point, man. Little girls are a little more, depending on a lot. I think their background.
Yeah,
I think
their
they're bringing
background,
up
yes. Mhm.
the way they was brought up.
Yes, definitely.
The community living and all that good stuff. That has a
Yes.
lot to do with that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They say girls are more mature
Yes.
than boys too, right? So we gotta
Yes.
look at that as well. Anything else you want to talk about that topic? Y'all can go ahead and put that on the.
Oh yes,
on the,
definitely.
On the comment
It's gonna
board.
help us out
Yeah,
and
no
help
doubt.
us another, somebody else, our audience.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No
It's a
doubt.
help. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a help. Yes.
Okay.
Because it is very important. I think to dig in more into it too. Sit down and analyze it. Because like we said, not only children and teenagers are going through that problem.
Oh
Supreme.
yeah.
We have adults.
Well, see, the thing
adult
is,
people that
what
are.
we talked about yesterday is that even though some of us are adults,
Yes.
we're still
Yes.
operating
Yes.
in a teenage mode.
Yes. Yes. I agree with you on that one 100%.
Even though we 50.
Yes. Still being irresponsible.
And yeah. Bottom line, that's a fact. Because sometimes the stages, like we said yesterday,
Yes.
the stages, sometimes we get stuck in that stage.
Yes.
And that
Definitely.
stage don't go nowhere.
Yes.
So now you're 68. And you still
Yes.
doing the same thing you did
Yes.
when you was 19.
So let's just tell let's not forget to tell them too.
What?
If you get to do it, be responsible.
Be responsible.
Yes.
Throw that condom on.
Yes. Be
Yeah.
responsible.
Yeah, brothers. Gotta
Yes.
throw that
Be
condom on.
responsible. Yes.
Although
Yeah.
it feel good. Man, oh man. It feels good, young bro. But brother, what is going to cost you?
It's too much, right?
It's costly, brother. It's definitely costly.
Yes.
It's costly.
The price of it is too much.
The price is very expensive.
Yes, it's a hard. It's
mentally,
yes.
emotionally, spiritually,
Yes.
economically.
Yes.
It's expensive.
Yes, it is.
All
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Real talk. And
Yes, definitely.
some people are still suffering
Yes.
from that decision.
Yes.
And it's still costing them all the way until their old age.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yes,
so it's
definitely.
definitely costly.
Yes, it's the consequence is so
great.
deep. Yes, deep. Yes,
It's
yes.
great
It's deep,
consequences.
it's deeper than that little moment that you will have.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that definitely has to be taught, the consequences
Yes.
in school.
Yes.
The consequences of sex. Just not, I mean, especially at an early age, the
Yes.
consequences of early sex, 14, 15,
Yes.
16,
Yes.
17. It need to be classes, courses
Yes.
in
Yes.
class
Definitely.
for
yes.
that. Not just talking about, as we said before, the birds and
Yes.
the bees, but the consequences.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
serious. It's
that's
very
serious,
serious.
man.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
like Daniel said, the music industry, they're gonna learn from the music industry.
Yes.
The music is gonna teach them that.
And we already, I think you
know.
spoke about it yesterday
Yeah.
about being just an infatuation. Just it's not real.
Right. It's fantasy.
Yes, it's just
Yeah.
fantasy.
They're
yes.
gonna have Gorilla out there talking about, you know what I mean, pop it, lock it, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Do your thing. And so all the young people are like, yeah, Gorilla said do it
Yes,
this way. Suki with the coochie
Yeah.
said this is what I
Go
gotta
ahead and
do.
do it.
Yeah, and it's like, damn, where's Suki at now?
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, I had this baby, and this
Yes.
baby came out, messed up or whatever
Yes.
because the person I'm dealing with
Wasn't even the right one, Supreme.
wasn't the right one.
Maybe yes. They could come up
issues,
with
you never-
illness,
illnesses,
problems, yes, diseases and stuff. Yes, a lot of problem.
Crippled and all
Yes,
that good stuff because you
yes.
never studied the process.
Yes,
of,
and then you get stuck with all that through life, because once it happened, ain't no looking back.
yeah,
Yes,
Facts.
and ain't no looking back.
facts.
Yes.
That's definitely facts.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Yeah, real talk. Well, let's see what my man says again. Jacob, my man Ivan said, D.A.P. is the village it takes to raise the children.
Yes.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate
Definitely. Yes.
that. Much love, man.
Yes.
I appreciate that, man. I hope you shared the page, man.
Yes.
You talking all this good stuff about D.A.P., brother.
Yes.
I hope you shared the page. I
Yes,
thank you for that,
yes,
man. Thank you
yes.
for them kind words, brother.
needed. Good energy,
please,
people.
Yeah, man. Please look
Yes.
forward to more content, man.
Yes.
And I'm looking for you guys to also give me topics to talk about. I appreciate if you can give me some topics. Inbox
Yes.
me, text me, or whatever the case may be. Those who have my number and give me the topics you would like for me to discuss, and we're going to bring it on. Even if you want to come on yourself and be a
Yes.
guest to
Yes,
come on, you can
definitely.
do that. You know
It
what I
will
mean?
help us out.
Exactly. Daniel Lloyd says, in the Navy they showed us movies of beautiful women, then showed us their insides in the Navy to try to dull our senses. First time I seen or heard about sex that manner. Wow. That's dope. Showed you the inside. So when they showed you the insides, was you like, ew?
They try to scare you up.
Right. Like, what the hell? What is that?
And I know that don't work.
Some cats be like,
It's a body thing, that's a
Yeah.
brand. It's
Some
a
cats
body
be like,
thing, right?
whoa. Juicy.
You know that body is calling for it.
Yeah. Body
It
calling for get going to R. Kelly mode while you up in the Navy and the Army.
Yes.
Like,
'Cause it
hold on,
does
because when you in the Navy, you a little. How old are you? Like 18,
Yeah, like about
19,
18,
20?
yes. Yes.
Man, at that time, you been
Yes.
knocking boots,
You
bro.
know, yes.
you been getting
you know
it in,
that body
Daniel.
is getting, it's
You
sweating.
mean tell me you ain't see that pink stuff and be like, Hey, they ain't scaring me. They ain't desensitizing me. She making me want some.
Yeah, you know that body is sweaty.
Yeah.
You're
Word.
like, whoa, whoa.
Wee.
I haven't even worked out yet.
Real talk. Yeah, man.
Yes,
Real
yes,
talk.
definitely, yes.
Yeah, but I appreciate. He said he was 19 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, he was 19. You can't. Come on, Dad. You know you saw that video. You was like, God, I like that. That looked just like that magazine I had under the bed. You know what I mean? Because back then we had to have magazines, video tapes, big as cheese boxes.
Yeah. Wow.
VHS tapes.
Really?
You know
What?
about the VHS tapes?
I don't know nothing. For real. You better film me.
Well, VHS tapes, VHS tapes
Okay.
was video tapes that we had to put in the VCR, which is a
those
video
VCR
recorder.
oh,
You
okay.
remember
Oh,
those?
okay. I'm
Yeah.
like, what you talking about? Okay.
Well, you know they had back in the day. They had the
course.
stores you go
Oh,
to
geez,
to
yeah.
rent the tapes.
Yeah,
you know what I
rental.
mean? You go
Yeah,
rent some
rental,
tapes.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
No more.
Big old tapes back then, and sometimes you had to get the magazines. You
Yes.
know? I learned little things.
Come on,
sexual,
you have experience.
I
huh?
have sexual education from the barbershop.
Wow.
I was a little kid, man. I was on
From the
Claremont.
OGs.
From the OGs. Man, they had magazines in the barbershop.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I saw the magazine. I'm like, ooh.
Whoa. I'm a grandpa.
Boy, put that back, boy. You know. You know what I mean? So,
They everywhere,
Yeah,
yes.
so that's why it's important that,
Yes,
you know,
yes. We
you
gotta
know,
be
the
ahead of
parents
society.
have to be ahead
Yes,
of the
ahead of
outside
society. Yes, we
yeah.
need to. Yes.
Real talk.
We need
real
to get
talk.
them ready. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, definitely. Yes.
Yeah, Irvin said we should teach the young on dealing with the police as young blacks. Indeed, but that's definitely another topic,
Yes,
brother.
that's
We
a
on
topic to
sex
talk about, yes.
education today, brother. You know, man. I know you done heard the whole conversation we talk about. We ain't talking about beating nobody in the head with no club.
Get in
We
it.
ain't talking about none of that. We ain't talking about put your hands up. We ain't talking about what is that? What is that called? The Black Lives Matter. Nah, we ain't talking about none of that right now.
Yeah.
My man.
Get in it. Give us. He need to give us his opinion about that. What he think about that.
Yeah, we
sex
need to know
ed.
your opinion on the
Yes,
sex
yes,
education
sex
about.
education. That's what we talking
Tell
about.
me something about that,
Tell
bro.
us. Come on, get in.
We ain't trying to get knocked in the head with no bully clubs right now. Yeah, man, we done been knocked in the head for years, man. We
Yes,
talking about
definitely, yes.
teaching these young people
Yes.
that's coming up,
Preparing them.
them for consequences about sex
Getting involved
and
in
getting
sexual
involved
act.
in sex early. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Yeah.
Definitely. Yes.
And thank you, brother. He did say he shared the platform as well. He said on his Facebook account,
All
which is
right.
a ton of people. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
My
Yes,
man
thank you.
Jacob, man.
Yes,
Appreciate it. Give him some
yes,
love. Show
yes.
Jacob some love on that,
Yes.
man. Appreciate that.
Yes,
My man.
definitely. It is. It's an important topic to talk
really
about.
is. It really
we
is.
have to be ahead of society. Let's put it like that.
And I want to
yes.
say to my man Jacob, man, I know Jacob, I just, as I read your name and I see you up there, man, I want to just give you condolence and my love to you for, losing your other half, brother, he lost his wife a few years back. And, my heart goes out to you and the family. I know you're still going strong, man, so we appreciate you,
Yes,
brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
Our prayers to him. Yes,
no doubt.
definitely.
Real talk.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Anybody else want to chime in? We appreciate you.
Oh yes.
No doubt.
Definitely.
So anything else on the topic, Miss D?
Ooh.
Anybody, everybody there, please share the page. If you
Yes.
share it 3 or 4 times, I appreciate it because we're dealing with the algorithm. That's very important.
Yes.
I don't care if it's 2 people on here because this video is going to go far no matter what, and it's going to be seen it's going to be seen by a lot of people. So please keep sharing and liking the page. Thank you.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
no doubt.
Yes.
Anything else on the topic, my sister?
Ooh. You're gonna go ahead and talk about that good part of it. Go
Okay,
ahead.
hold on for 1 minute, y'all. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah. Yes, I like that.
Yeah, great point. Yeah, so Sunshine mentioned something. She said that sex education should be taught in school, and right before you graduate, it should go towards earning class credits.
Credits, yes.
You know what I mean? And that would definitely help the parents out big time.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. That's a great point.
Yes, and that should help our teenager get involved more in it too.
Right.
And they'll learn at the same time and also get credit for learning, which is going to be I think it's very productive for them.
What if the credit is money? Money, why I feel like it's off?
Everybody's going to take that. I believe everybody's going to take the class. I would like to take it too. Yes.
Yeah, I think it definitely should be credit. Yeah.
Yes. It is a very good idea. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. My mic sound like it's going down low. 1, 2, check. 1, 2. Yeah, something wrong with my mic.
You just put it on hold, I believe, when you was talking.
There it is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that would be good. Some type of credit. Yeah, it should be a must. I think it definitely should be a must, especially seeing that what's been going on the past 15, 20, or even 30 years.
Yes.
There's a lot been happening as far as the consequences of sex.
Yes, definitely, yes.
Yeah, we see it.
Yes.
Man. We see it. Some I don't want to say that, but yeah, let me just move on.
And the other thing that we want to that I wanted to mention to you, since we're talking about consequence too, we need to talk about the one of the consequences that comes out of that is that we're having a lot of our young teenagers committing suicides
Yeah.
and also committing crimes by abusing.
Right, abusing each other.
Yes.
You got young men that don't know
Sexual
how
abuse,
to
control.
Yes.
No
You got-
control, because it goes psychologically. It
Right.
affects them,
Right.
and that's where they feel that it's a need to do the act, and that's when they go and abuse,
Abuse. Go
sexually
overboard.
abuse
Right.
other person.
To the point they want to kill somebody
Yes.
to get it.
Yes, because we see a lot of that going on too.
Right.
And a lot of our children are getting abused because of not having control and the knowledge
Right.
about sex.
Good point.
That's a
You're making
really
some great
important
points,
piece.
my sister.
Yes.
You're making some great points.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how important it is to prepare them. Because not knowing how to control yourself, that could be a big damage.
Right. Good point. And before we go on, Ms. D, I only see 2 shares. And I think Lloyd and my man Jacob shared. I appreciate if it's 2 people here, 3 people here, I appreciate if you just share the page. Even if you like the page, if you come in, move on, that's fine. Just share the page. Thank you so much. That's all I'm asking for, a little bit of support.
Yes,
Much love.
definitely.
Go on, sis.
Yes. So we spoke about that. I'm seeing it nowadays where a lot of our children are also being damaged in that fact. A lot of our young children are talking about how they're being abused in a sexual way.
Right. And most times it could be family members.
Yes. And all because sometimes they're not being taught, because that person could also come to them by telling them, if you say something,
Right. They're scared. They're not going to say
scare
nothing.
them off, intimidate
Right.
them.
Right.
So when they're not taught correctly, who they gonna run to?
Where they going to run to? That's right. Facts.
So we need to be open about it and letting them know all the consequence and facts
And
that
that's
comes
part
with
of the consequences. That's part
Yes.
of the consequences.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree.
and let them know that if they cannot have control over their body,
Right.
a big consequence is gonna come out of it. You're gonna get punished.
Mr. Lloyd said, my mom showed me how to put a condom on a banana properly. She made sure she showed him neatly how to do that thing. Roll it down, right, Brian?
All right.
And,
Hippie parade to mama.
Yep. On a banana. Probably 5 kids later.
I guess they weren't 100%.
I didn't listen.
Oh, are you kidding
I didn't
me?
listen. Once I got that first feeling, man, I don't want to see no brother.
They weren't 100%. They only 99%.
No, the thing is, he's saying that he once he got his first thing, he was listening to no
He
goddamn.
felt that warmness.
Yeah, exactly. It was a wrap.
It is
Too
what it
late.
is.
It was too late. He said, I got that first feeling, but she tried to teach me
Okay.
about being responsible.
Yes. Oh,
You
it
know, my
makes it
father
that.
never had that talk. That talk. Maybe I would have listened more if he would have tried.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Good. Amen.
So fathers is definitely a very important
Yes.
portion or part that should be able to be there for their child.
Precious supreme.
Yeah, because the father, for some reason, I think the child gets a little more. They get it a little more from a man
little
for
more
some reason.
intake, they
Even
say.
the female, the little boy and the girl.
Yes.
It's more effective. I should
Yes.
say,
Yes.
From a dad.
Yes.
It's more effective.
Yes. Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
and,
I hear you.
And I say that because, me dealing with a woman who didn't have a dad, or a woman who dad wasn't really there,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and then dealing with a woman where dad was always there,
Involved, yes.
involved, has a big effect on that girl into a woman. So
You better preach it, friend. Go ahead, tell our men down there, get involved. Get
Fathers
involved.
are very important.
Get in there.
Yeah, so Daniel Lloyd, and I respect and appreciate your comment, brother, because he's definitely coming from a father's perspective who is there.
Yes, I'm glad he
Salute to you, brother.
Yes,
Salute
I'm
to
glad
you.
he came in
Yeah,
and
no doubt.
told us his point of view. Yes,
No doubt.
we need to let those parents, those father involved. We need to get them
Right.
involved
Look
too.
at you like,
Yes, because you know
That's
why?
right.
Because we have a lot of single mother. I'm
Yes.
talking from a
Facts.
single
Single
mother
mother's
perspective.
perspective.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Facts. I
We
feel
need
you.
those father involved.
That's right.
It's enough with the mother saying, "I'm enough.
Right.
I'm a dad and a mother."
Woo!
We need that fatherly
Right.
direction. Too.
I agree.
We need it both.
I agree 100%.
That's the reason we need to be
Right.
careful
So young
when we get
people,
involved.
be careful
Yes.
getting involved because
Yes.
you don't want to be growing up
Yes.
talking about I'm the mama and daddy,
Yes.
and you having hell is not. That's not how it should go.
Yes,
So
when
you
that
gotta
time comes, it's
prepare
needed.
yourself.
That help is needed.
Yeah, when you want to
Yes.
know about certain things, talk to your parents. Talk
Yes.
to ask them questions. That's going to force them to want to teach you. If they're not telling you anything,
Yes.
start asking questions. You know what I mean? Yeah, start asking questions. This
Definitely, we
This
agree.
is that age of information.
Yes.
Is out there. You can go to YouTube and all that stuff.
Yes.
But I think if you do go to YouTube, go ahead and talk to an adult about it.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know what I mean? Even if you
Yes.
go to YouTube and get information on it,
Yes.
go to a parent,
Yes.
go to an uncle, go to a grandma, and talk to them about what you learned on YouTube,
Yes.
so they can break some stuff down to you as well.
Yes. They're gonna be more clear and
Right.
open. Yes,
Right.
definitely.
Because now they know that you know something.
They know. Yes, they know.
You know what I mean? You found
it's
out
already
something.
there.
You researched some stuff.
It's
Let me-
already
let me-
there.
Let me break it down
Yes.
to you now. I see you got. All right.
Yes.
This is what you got to do.
Yes.
You can't do this. You can't do that. But we shouldn't be just trying to put fear
Yes.
into them, talking about if you do this,
Yes.
you're gonna get worms. If you do this, you're gonna get worms. We
Yes.
don't have to do that.
Yes.
We can keep it real. You know what I mean?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, keep it real. You might get
Yes.
STD, but
Yes.
but sometimes parents teach kids stuff like that.
Yes.
Girl, don't you lay down with that boy. You're gonna get worms. girl.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I think most young women
Yes.
heard that. Right.
Being too trying to put fear in us is
Right.
not gonna stop
It's not gonna stop it.
from the act.
It's
yes.
not gonna stop.
It's gonna put more curiosity in trying to find
I'm gonna
out.
see about these worms.
And trying to prove you too. Like
And
I
prove
ain't
you
get
wrong.
I'm
ain't get
doing it and I ain't
right.
get it.
Right. Did you get it? You ain't getting no worms.
What you mean by that?
Right. Uh-huh.
So then any other information that you try to put in them,
Right.
they're gonna think that you're lying.
Just like
Yes.
Santa Claus.
Yes. It sure is. Just keep it real.
Right. No doubt.
Let's be ahead of society and just
Ahead of
keep it
society.
real. Yes.
Keep it honest,
keep
man.
it honest. Yes.
But why do you think we tend to do that? Like, be afraid to talk about sex with our children. Why do you think we are afraid to actually bluntly put it out there? I think a lot of people are like, I don't know how to say it.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. You'll know as you get older.
As you get
know,
older,
you're gonna
yes.
get there.
Yes.
Why is that?
I think they going back to we already said that, religion wise. Let's go back there. All that was just we're living in that. I don't know whether to call it fantasy now, where we just want to keep everything behind the curtain. But nowadays, nothing is behind the curtain, Supreme.
Right. Facts.
Nothing is behind the curtain. Nothing is hidden.
Right.
Everything is
In the
out
open.
there. So we need to just be ahead of society and be open with our children, our teenagers, and just explain to them point by point what life is about. Let's be honest.
It is what it is.
Let's be honest. It is
Yeah.
what it is. Yes.
I want to thank you guys for chiming in to the podcast. I appreciate you, David Adams Podcast on YouTube. That's D.A.P. David Adams Podcast on YouTube. Go there and subscribe. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Also, I want to remind you of the event that's going on July 13th. July 13th, we are having an event at 163. It's going to be 163 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City comedy show. Come check it out. $20 a ticket. Bring your own brown bag. We'll see you soon. Much love and respect. We'll see you in another few days, maybe tomorrow.
Yes.
So tune in to the D.A.P. podcast. Much love and
Much
respect.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Yes.
I told a young lady, study all nature. You are the co-creator.
It's just different.
Yeah. Old head on go again. Ha. Get him up. Y'all know what it is? Yo, I'm about to biz, you know what I mean? Female can't just run up to her brother, man, you know what I mean? And think that it's all sweet like that. Ain't that easy and shit. I'm a grown ass man, you know what I mean? Shit. Yo, what you know about a motherfucking pop-pop? Overheard a young girl tell her homegirl, old head hot. Then she stepped to the garden, I stiff-armed and palmed her. Asked why she dressed like a fucking thot. See, I'm a grown-ass man with a lot on my mind. You think my dick get hard just cause you got a twat? Do you have your own crib? Do you have a baby daddy and kids? I interrogate you like a cop. Don't change the subject, don't brag on your pussy. I don't wanna hear you talk about you got wop. Cause if a nigga take a chance and I take you to the crib, won't be surprised the fucking pussy try ride. I'm a wise old nigga, see I see a gold digger from my mouth trying to come and spend what I got. So what you bringing to the table, can you help a motherfucker take his empire to the motherfucking top? And if your credit ain't good and you like being ratchet and hood, old head say no. If you can't cook for a nigga and fuck like a housewife should, old head say no. If I have to kill a motherfucker, go to jail, you better keep my books on my just say no. Yeah. Yo, old head say no. You better ask somebody to tell a little military nigga ain't no joke. The way I spit in the cypher cause I'm an old head. Young boys call me Pop Smoke cause I got that smoke. Young dogs wanna give me throat for the words that be coming out of my throat. Even though I be on my Malcolm X shit, sometimes even white girls be trying to approach. Ain't that some shit? Old ladies want a brother to hit. I think they sweet so I blow them a kiss. Even though I'm talking mad shit right now, brother can't front. Old head got a feet fetish. Keep it a secret. Oh shit, I done already leaked it. You got open toe shoes, painted toes, and you peeped it. My discipline